61. Can we ask for forgiveness or to offer Salat al-Janazah to non-Muslims? What is the evidence? The Prophet ﷺ was denied this right in the Quran by saying, do not ever pray for any of them that dies. And that is of the munafiqeen, of the hypocrites, openly hypocrites, and of the disbelievers. And also in the authentic hadith, when the Prophet ﷺ, this is in Sahih Muslim, the Prophet ﷺ cried once. So they asked him, O Prophet of Allah, why do you cry? And this is authentic in Sahih Muslim. He said, I requested my Lord, I requested Allah to seek forgiveness for my mother, and He forbade me from doing this. And I requested Him to visit her grave, so He granted me the permission. What do we learn from this hadith? That it is permissible to visit the graves of non-Muslims. For what? For asking forgiveness? No. Just to remember the akhirah. To remember that this is where we will be. And we learn from it that the mother of the Prophet ﷺ is not a Muslim and she is in hell. Wow. This is difficult. Yes, it is difficult. But this is what's in Sahih Muslim. A man came to the Prophet ﷺ and he said, O Prophet of Allah, where is my father? The Prophet said, your father is in hell. So the man was a little bit taken away and saddened. And the Prophet said, listen, your father and my father are in hell. So this means that the parents of the Prophet ﷺ are not Muslims and they are in hell. One would say, Yahi, how dare you say such a thing? I say, I didn't say it. If it were for me, I would sacrifice my father and mother so that the father and mother of the Prophet ﷺ would become Muslim and they would join the Prophet ﷺ. Because I love what the Prophet loves. But this is not to me. And am I being disrespectful? Astaghfirullah wa atubu ilayh. This is what the Prophet told us, ﷺ. Do I bring something from my own pocket? Okay, what about the narrations that Allah revived Abdullah, the father, Amina, the mother, and Abu Talib? And they accepted Islam to the Prophet ﷺ. Wallahi, if this is authentic, I would be more than happy to accept it. But it is baseless. It has no authenticity at all. We all love the Prophet ﷺ more than we love our children, and more than we love our parents, and more than we love anyone else on earth. So don't try to take advantage of this. If it was authentic, I would 100% support you, but I cannot. And this is what the Prophet said. Okay, Sheikh, weren't they among the people of Fatra? Weren't they among the people where there were no messenger? And we know that those who do not have messengers will be questioned on the Day of Judgment. The answer is yes. But we also know that the religion of Jesus Christ was there. The original religion of Ibrahim was there in Mecca. And there were people who were monotheists, would not worship anyone else but Allah, such as Zayd ibn Amr ibn Nufayl, the father of Sa'id, one of the 10 heaven bound. He would come and buy the women or the girls to be executed when they're young. And whenever they bring him a sheep slaughtered to their idols, he said, I do not eat something like this. Allah gave us the rain, which grew the crops, which this sheep ate. Why do you sacrifice it to someone else than him? So he was among the monotheists. And the Prophet told us that before the Prophet was a messenger, he met him. And he said that he will be resurrected on the Day of Judgment. Alone, as an ummah, as an individual, because he was a monotheist. He believed in Allah Azza wa Jal. So scholars say that the parents of the Prophet ﷺ had the Tawheed, but they did not accept it, and therefore they were classified as disbelievers. So again, do not become emotional. This is black and white. This is the Sahih al-Imam Muslim. If you falsify it, you might as well falsify everything else in the Sharia because it doesn't suit your brains. And what difference does it make if the father of a messenger is in hell to us? Can you give me a father of a messenger in hell in the Quran? Azar. Who's Azar? The father of Ibrahim. It's mentioned in the Quran. You want to falsify the Quran as well? So you have a problem and you have to solve this problem, inshallah.